Here's the real cost of death that a lot of us don't even know or think about. So I have a list of some prices from my local mortuary here in my area. And for instance, it costs $395 for just refrigeration alone. If you want to be embalmed, which look that one up, what that actually entails is $795. Let's see what else we got here. So say you have to be transported. The remains from wherever you are to the funeral home, that's another almost $600 there. And then we start getting into super expensive prices for if you want to have a casket, if you want to have an urn. Some of the lower cost ones are a couple grand. We can get you a very nice non-taxable Gateway Cherry rental casket. We can rent you one for $1,300. So if you want to have a viewing or something like that for your loved one, you can rent a nice casket that they can be viewed in, if you will. So the rental for that is $1,300. That is also if you're going to go be cremated, if you will, you can be viewed and then go and get cremated. Other things here is if you wanted to actually be buried, we can have you start at $1,900 and it goes all the way up to $15,000, and that's just for what they offer here. So you can be as fancy as you want. You want a platinum casket, you can get that done. You want gold plated, totally can have that done. Typically the average cost of a casket here is around, $5 grand, if you will. And that's not including the actual burial plot that you're going to be put into. This is just for the casket and the preparation. You're looking at probably around $8,000 to $10,000, and then you actually have to additionally purchase that plot or where you're going to go. So that's usually another couple grand at minimum there. So if you want to be cremated, we can have a direct cremation with no viewing, no ceremony, starting at $1,400. The crematory fee with no metal casket, basically they just put you in kind of like a lightweight cardboard box, is $1,790. And then that fee on top of that is $497. If you need somebody to witness that, it's $150. And if you need to be transported or shipped, if you will, after you're cremated, it's $195 for that as well. So, not inexpensive to die, if you will. So, but a lot of these mutual homes, it's not inexpensive to die, but you can also lock in today's prices for tomorrow's funeral, if you will. It's such a weird thing to think about, but you can actually go and pre-purchase all of this for your loved ones, have it in your estate plan, and they're not having to deal with this when you've passed away. You've already handled that, and you've locked in today's prices for your future demise, if you will. So if you have questions on prices and price lists, let me know. Or if you have some creative ideas for your funeral or burial, cremation, or composting, which is now legal in many states, let me know about that. Green burials are also kind of a cool hip thing. But yeah, I'd like to know. And of course, when you think of death, think of me.